Medic Slug. Week 11. Year 0. Alright guys, it's a brand new week and I'm pretty excited about what we're going to be doing this week because we're going to be taking a little bit of a break from being down in the sewers just to give poor Kedi more time to figure out what she wants to do about the lighting situation down there. In the meantime, we've got plenty to do up here because we've been somewhat neglecting the development of this village in the past few weeks, and I think it's time to upgrade some of our things. So we're going to be, at the very least, we're going to be getting rid of these farms, which have been here with us since day one, and we're going to be upgrading it to a slightly better version that is not automatic, fully automatic, but is partially automatic. And it's one of my longtime favorite designs. Like my brother, when we used to play together back in the day, he would always build this farm, and I'm just emotionally attached to it. So that's going to be the first thing we do, and we might build some new housing, build slightly better animal pens. Basically, this is just going to be a renovate the village week, so that way, we have somewhere nicer to call home. Maybe we'll even build myself a little starter house, since I've been sleeping in the community center for the past couple months, and as much as I love the community center, generally you're not supposed to sleep there overnight, because unfortunately we can't overhaul the mine entrance. I've got plans for what I'm going to do in there, but we aren't there yet. So, yep, I'm going to start out, as per usual, by cutting down some trees and collecting some resources. Let me make sure I have my... actually, I'm going to start out by emptying my inventory, and then I'm going to cut down some trees. So I will see you again once I have everything together. Alright, so I'm going to let you in on a little secret. One of the most important things when attempting to build a farm is to actually build it correctly based on the thing that you spent a decent quantity of time building in your creative journals. If you actually build it the way you designed it, usually it's gonna work better. So this is take 2 on building the super awesome nostalgia farm. That is patent pending name, or trademark pending. See, I passed. What is it? It's like eclipse. That's really fancy. No, I think that's just the moon rising, but it looks like an eclipse. Yeah, there's gonna be a huge eclipse in my home state, in other places too, but it's gonna be most visible and last the longest in my home state, in the area that I actually am from. But you know where I will be while this super awesome thing is happening? I will be off at school, getting an education, which is very... Oh dear, the monsters spawn out there. Let's not. Let's go take quick naps and then get back to this project. Alright, so what I really like about this design is that it is dead simple to understand. Because the basic premise is to up at the top, we gotta go pick up some more stone bricks, because Kedi, as usual, did not adequately acquire supplies in advance. Oh, and look at that, she left a mess in her own chest. Who does that? Anyways, the premise of this farm is pretty dead simple, and that's why I like it. because it involves minimal redstone knowledge, and it's really easy to build, not super resource intensive, and it's really, I don't know, I just think it looks pretty cool too, and you can decorate it to your heart's content to make it look even cooler, and you ought to know by now how much I love me some decorating. So up here at the top, we're going to put in a row of dispensers. And as you might imagine, they are going to be used to dispense some water. So when you press the button, you'll get, well, I guess this is going to be a 9-wide. That's fine. That's actually probably better for math reasons, odd numbers. Clearly better than even numbers and all that jazz. 3, great number. 27, even better number. 2, it's okay. 4, no one likes 4. Chinese have this whole vendetta against the number 4. That's an exaggeration. But how this farm works is you'll press a button and water will be dispensed and it'll flow down over the farm, harvest crops for you, land in this water stream, and it'll get nicely collected into this chest here at the end. And then all you have to do is replant it and wait for it to grow again. And it's really nice because you can extend it however far you want to. Like, you could build this thing up to heaven if you wanted, although that might be maybe a little excessive. That's a lot of crops. It's a really great farm if you don't want to use a lot of resources and don't want to commit to trying to figure out the whole have the villagers do their own farming thing yet. What am I looking for? I'm looking for crops to actually plant. So we're going to be getting rid of these farms and replacing it with that single farm. So we will do what will be the final harvest of this to get some seeds. We already have seeds, but you know, might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. But yeah, like I said, dead simple to build, really handy, saves you a bit of time because you don't have to actually harvest anything, it'll just harvest itself. And it can be made to look pretty cool, which is what we are going to be doing as soon as I get these all planted, is we're going to actually, well, first we'll wire up the redstone. So we'll make 2 rows of potatoes, a row of carrots, and a row of beetroots. And then the bottom half is going to be all wheat because we need a lot of wheat for our animals and for ourselves, and wheat just comes in handy a lot. So I will leave you for a minute, and when I get back, we can get started on decorating this guy. How's that sound? Alright guys, so I have literally, Silk Touch and Breaking 3, Silk Touch Efficiency 4. I wonder if I can combine those. Let's see. Not that way. Also not that way. Alright, we'll just take our Silk Touch and Breaking 3 then for now. Put you in there. And we are going to go on a bit of a journey really quickly, because in typical Kedi fashion, I did not properly prepare all of the supplies that we are going to need for this build, so we're going to have to go gather us some more clay so we can make some more terracotta so we can actually make this build. But that shouldn't be too bad, because we do know that we have that swamp way off yonder that we can go explore, and hopefully there'll be some nice goodies for us out there. And it's very thematically appropriate for Kedi, because I have literally just finished watching Moana, which is a great movie, by the way. If you have not seen it, highly recommend. But she's got me in a bit of an adventuring mood. Oh yeah, so I did a couple hours worth of terraforming / tearing down, and It's nothing too fancy right now. It's just been kind of beginning the process of what the final shape of the land where we are going to put the main buildings in our village are going to be. And we've been tearing out all the bad memories and getting rid of those houses inconveniently and poorly placed on the water. That house over there was especially oddly located, and we haven't torn down them all, but we have gotten rid of quite a few, which I think is an important step in moving forward. Is to, kind of be willing to tear down what was there that wasn't working or wasn't going to work for our current needs for our village. If I remember correctly, swamp was off in that direction, and yep, there was a fence around here somewhere. And so we are, like I said, this might have gotten a wee bit distracted, as I want to do. We are headed over to what should hopefully be a burning zombie, obviously. Yeah, there should be a swamp over here. And swamps, at least in my experience, are one of the easiest biomes to quickly get a lot of clay. Oh, I hope that's a swamp. Come on. Oh, it's definitely a swamp. Look at that. Swampy water. Don't you feel so adventurous? I feel so adventurous. Alright guys, so we are officially ready to put the redstone in. And then once we do that, we are going to add in the building around this thing. And let me just run through these real quick. Make sure I didn't forget water in any of them, because that would be a bit embarrassing, wouldn't it? Alright, so we're good. Let's see, we need to get a redstone, get a repeater, and a button. The repeater you could do without if you built the button closer to the droppers, but since I want the button to be down at the front, I do need a repeater just to boost up the signal a little bit along the way, so that way it reaches all of the droppers. And yep, that's it. Most complicated redstone contraption you will ever see. We might give it a test run at the end of this episode. I'm kind of waiting for this stuff to grow before I do a test run. But in the meantime, let's put in the walls. And it's not, you said, it's not a super complex. Ooh, you know what I'm missing? I forgot to put in the barrier. Let's get some more stone brick and fix that real quick. So that beautiful redstone that we just did, unfortunately, we are going to have to undo it. But I think we'll be able to recreate it, but recreate it. But that's up for debate because it is very, very complex. And obviously these walls we're gonna need to be taller anyways, so that way, the water didn't go flowing off the side, but what's life without a little forgetfulness? Probably a little bit better. We need, yeah, that's good. And boom. And now we have to destroy our beautiful redstone. I don't know that we will be able to, like I said, rebuild this because it's just too complicated. Alright, so we need this. I thought something seemed a little bit off, but yeah, I guess that's what happens when you get a little bit ahead of yourself. You just make silly mistakes. At least we noticed it. At least we noticed it quickly. I would have felt really silly if I had tried to run this thing and that had happened. Maybe we'll do it on this side this time. No, we already put the button over there. Wait, no, it makes more sense to have the button over here, actually. So we are going to move you. And we'll get rid of that as well. Alright. Yeah, because over here is where you're going to be collecting the stuff, so you might as well put the button by the collection zone. That makes sense. Yay, logic. So, Kedi had a bit of a rough week last week, and I think I might have. Wait a second. There we go. All better. And I'll put the repeater in right there. Anyways, I think I might have mentioned it, or at least implied it before, but I am actually in therapy myself for PTSD, which is, not as, it's not like, I mean, maybe for, people who've been in a war zone, it's different, but at least in my case, it's not dramatic like it is in, wait, this needs to go out one more. Right here. Yep. It's not dramatic like it is in the movies. Like, I don't wake up screaming every night, although, when you see what my hair looks like some mornings, you might scream. But it's nothing like that. But it is something that I do have to deal with. And most of the time, I am able to cope with it. Oh, what on earth? I think it does that sometimes, where it just mysteriously decides that I'm mining a block when I'm not actually. Anyways, it's not like that, where, I wake up every night screaming or anything dramatic like that. But I do have bad weeks sometimes, and they're a lot less frequent than they used to be, but they still happen. And how far out do we want to go? I think we want to go, because this will be a little floor area, and then we'll go out one more than that. Anyways. But it's, like I said, it's not anything like that, but, one of the things that tends to go hand in hand with that sort of thing is severe depression. And it sucks, but sometimes, like, when I'm having an especially bad week, that can leave me basically non-functional for the week. So I was sick as well last week, so that definitely contributed, but I missed 3 days of work last week, which is not ideal. And obviously, if I'm missing work, I definitely don't have time to record Minecraft, because, as much as I love this game, it is not what pays the bills. And I do like being able to, afford my education and all the miscellaneous expenses that come up. Like eating, I'm pretty fond of eating, you know, it's pretty great. Things like that. So that's why this video is a wee bit later than I would like, and why we are doing a bit less in this episode than perhaps I would have originally desired to do. But, you know, hopefully you don't mind. Hopefully you're enjoying this much more sedate episode. And, I mean, we have still gotten a lot done, but okay. Yep, that's it. Nice blank wall. Now, obviously, let's dig out this with our brand new Silk Touch pick. With our brand new Silk Touch shovel. I'm good at English. I really like the way this is gray terracotta, but it's like, I don't know. It's just a beautiful shade of brown, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe some people don't like brown, but you know, made me a lot of brown crayons by mistake when I was a kid, because I had one of those for like, I think like my 8th birthday or something. I got a crayon maker that had like a little light bulb and melt crayons. But the thing is, like, if you mix a bunch of colors together and you don't do it right, you get brown. So until I figured out how to do it properly, I had a lot of brown in my life. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. So do I want... I mean, I designed this in my testing world, and it... Oh no, I left the gate open. All sorts of baddies could have wandered in. Tisk tisk. Or these guys could have wandered out and then gotten themselves injured. We gotta take a nap. We cannot... Well, we could. In theory, these guys are safe, but, you know, I'd rather just be awake. And so we're gonna put in, could put in the, kind of want to put in another, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Just to kind of break it up a little bit more. Since this, like, I made a design, but it was not exactly this shape, because I don't usually build the full thing. I just build like models and like miniature mock-ups. Like that farm, actually that melon farm / pumpkin farm is kind of the exception that proves the rule. Because on that one, I did actually build the entire thing. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I did actually build the entire farm bit, at least. I didn't do any of the decoration. That was all freehand for the most part. I'm gonna destroy the path a little bit. That's okay. This path is gonna get moved anyways. And interesting. Oh, so maybe it's 4 sides? Huh. I could have sworn you can't see through it when you have... You can't even tell there's anything there. Oh well, that's fine. Actually, no, that's not fine. I don't like that. Design challenges. Let's put in some grass. See how that looks. That looks a lot better. Yeah. Okay, so we're putting in a bit of semi-hidden lighting. Yeah, we want one there, and we wanted to put that in sideways. Boy. As much as I love that scary jack-o'-lantern face, I actually don't love it that much because it's a scary jack-o'-lantern face. Okay, we might have to put this in from better angle. Let's see. Nothing like pillowing up with jack-o'-lanterns. Okay, let's see. Do. Beautiful. A beautiful, as they say. All right. So we'll put that back. Put in these leaves. Do. See, there you can't see it. Maybe it's... Huh. I don't know. Mysteries. Mysteries we will never solve. I should have grabbed my shears. That's okay. We'll do... No, I don't like the way that looks. And that looks better. All right, so I'm gonna finish up this wall, and then probably do the other side, and then I will bring it back in to show you the results. Because things like this, you just kind of have to put it in, and it doesn't look right, so you take it out. And you keep doing that until you have something that looks the way you want it to, and that process can sometimes take a while. So I will grab me some shears and get back to you in a bit. Well, these past 2 weeks have not been the easiest in Kedibania's life, but that's okay because I've got something pretty cool to show you. And, you know, I even have a semi-nice path leading up to it. Pretty exciting. So here is the finished building, which I named appropriately. That time when everything went according to Kedibania's plan. Except for the bits that didn't. Because that's kind of how the past couple weeks have been. Some things that I thought were set in stone wound up getting canceled, and was very, very disappointed. What on earth? You're ruining my monologue, man. All right, let's see. We got you. Okay. Ugh. Oh, gosh. Okay. We'll get you later. Don't you worry. Anyways. So, like I said, here's the finished build. We've got a nice little back door that we can go in, and there's nothing really cool back here. It's mostly just a little hidden way to access our lone egg farm. I say lone egg farm because there's only one chicken still in there. And someday we will do something with all of these eggs. I promise. I just, so much to do, so little time, as they say. Which, speaking of, I actually wanted your guys' opinions on this one. What do you want me to work on next week? You want me to go back to sewers? Do you want me to spend some more time above ground? Well, let me know. Because, like I said, I've got so many different things that I could work on. Sometimes it can be hard to choose one. So, if there's one you would really prefer, just let me know. I cleaned up the paths a little bit as well. And I mean, it's not anything too fancy. We got a proper back door to our storage area. Got some pumpkin lighting instead of torch spam. And that's going to be an ongoing project for quite a while to replace all of the torches. And as you can see, I left the ones on the fence there for now because, I mean, they don't look as out of place as torches on the ground do. Added a little bushing around the place. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy, even though it took longer. even though it took longer than I was anticipating, I'm pretty happy with the way that this project has turned out. And I actually went ahead and updated the maps to show it. I was going to do that on camera, but then it was not meant to be. And I think it looks pretty nice. I think it's funny that you can see the little bushes like dotted around, but maybe that's just me. So, yep, I will see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Don't really have anything in particular that I wanted to say to you this week, except for this. I'm still here. I'm still looking for you. I'm coming. And we will find each other. So, until I'm able to find you, carry on.